This week on Get a Grip,
Vicky's teasing us with her brand new show.
I always said, like, it's my life, and if I was going to let the cameras in again, after my quite spicy start into the world of reality TV, then I would only do it if it was something important. Angela's getting ready for a relaxing holiday with the children.
Like, they get up early.
Yeah.
You cannot escape to work. They're there all the time.
Yes.
And it's joyful, but you're also on high alert because they're jumping into the pool. Like, it's... The side of the pool is slippy. Like, there's a lot of danger in the world. We're also delving into Sabrina Carpenter's album covers. And so my take is that what she's trying to suggest is that men like a pet, right?
Oh, okay.
So she is on all fours like a pet.
And we're getting real about the state of dating in 2025. Fucking hell, mate, having some choice rather than a fellow who's got like 7 different baby mamas and lives with his ma and wanks into a sock is probably ideal.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Better, more choice than sock man. Stay right there. All that and more coming up right now. Hello and welcome to Get a Grip with me, Angela Scanlon.
And me, Vicky Patterson.
This is the podcast where we get loud about the realities of womanhood, make sense of the mad and sometimes maddening world around us.
And basically dive headfirst into the chaos of life. No filter, no apologies, and absolutely no fucks given.
So if you're sick of being told to pipe down, calm down, or dare I say it,
get a grip, then you're exactly where you need to be.
Grab a drink, pull up a chair, stick your bra up your nose.
Let the ladies roam free.
Let it all hang out. You've got a new show, Vic. What's cooking?
I know. So I'm going to say a little bit, but not too much, because I always get in trouble. I am terrible. I'm the worst secret squirrel in the world. But obviously, off the back of the success of our wedding show, which was dead well received and everybody loved, everybody was going, oh, are you going to make more? We want to see more. Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? And in my heart of hearts, Ange, I honestly just thought, when there's something really significant in your life that happens, like a wedding or whatever, it makes absolute sense to someone like me who has spent a whole life in front of the cameras and in a reality TV sense as well, shared a lot of ourselves, to like open up the doors and share this, lovely intimate moment. And I think it's exciting because there's a conclusion. It's the wedding, Whereas if I was just letting people into my everyday life, mate, it's boring as fuck.
You'd be down feeding the dogs.
Babe, walking the dogs, emptying the dishwasher, like nobody wants to fucking watch that. So
But is that not real reality for everyone? Like the Kardashians, that's presumably what they do as well.
Yeah.
And now reality TV is not really reality TV. It's like staged kind of panto.
Yeah, I mean, I think people claim to be reality, but it's so contrived and there's so much goes into it and structure. Like I always said, like it's my life, and if I was going to let the cameras in again, after my quite spicy start into the world of reality TV, then I would only do it if it was something important or because otherwise, like, you watch some of them and you can tell they've got now going on. So the producers have gone, fuck, right, let's go to goat yoga. I'm not going to goat yoga. I'm not orchestrating fucking goat yoga so people can be entertained. I'm not like, I think if there's something worth watching, I will consider making a TV show about it. If not, then I won't.
So what are we watching?
Wow, that is the question. Obviously, what naturally follows for a lot of people after you get married is the question about starting a family and stuff. So we're going to be looking at motherhood and, the various routes to it and the pros and cons and the reason why there is such a huge declining birth rate for my generation, this trad wife movement. We're going to look at it all.
Oh,
I know. I might even go and visit me little frozen eggs.
Oh, so nip into them. Have a
did you do
chat.
that? Nip in because it's
in.
cold.
No, like just pop in.
No, I thought it was a pun. I liked it.
No.
But yeah, so we're going to be doing
nip out more like. You visit them lads.
So we're going to be doing all of that, and we've started filming.
Lovely. I know. So who have you gone to see? Now I'm asking you for the full episode breakdown.
I can't
No. You've gone in to see your eggs.
Can't give you anything else.
Do you talk to them? Because I imagine there is probably something, the way they say water holds memory.
Yeah.
So if you just say, like they did a thing, what was I hearing recently? I listened to a podcast and somebody was talking about when they realized that homeopathy was a thing. She was at a restaurant and this guy came over and they were talking about energy and he said, do you want to see something? And he brought over 2 jars to her, white rice in both jars. And on one of the jars, he had written "I love you" on a sticker on the jar.
Positive affirmation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then on the other rice, he had said like, "You're shit." And then they would continue. So that was on like in written form. And then every day they would speak to the white rice and say, "I love you. You're beautiful.
Why am I
you
feeling
look lovely."
sympathy for rice? God,
Okay.
I'm so sensitive.
No, wait for it. And then the other rice, they would just berate this other jar of rice. He brought out the 2 jars of rice to this woman, Alexis. The rice that had been berated had gone moldy.
No.
And the other rice was perfectly pristine and white, to show the vibration and the how
it can affect you.
how it
The
affects you. So
positivity
I
or
imagine
negativity.
if you're nipping into your eggs, you're going to be like, "Hey,
Yeah,
you know."
that's exactly me. That is exactly.
I've
the
heard
voice.
you talk to your dogs, babe,
Yeah.
so I can only imagine it's a little
Who's your good eggy? Who's your good eggy? No, that would absolutely be me. We actually have, that's so interesting. There's so much gravity to that. We have 3 embryos and 3 eggs.
Okay.
So I will be talking positively to all of them, I think.
So embryos, just for anyone who's, stupid.
Embryos are essentially the first stage of like the baby process. So it's
Fertilised eggs.
Yes, my egg with Ercan sperm already in. So on our fertility journey, should there be any problems with conceiving naturally, we will go straight to the implantation of one of those. The eggs are my like backup plan. So they're just mine. They have no part of Ercan to them. And basically, because I am older than him, don't want when he's 40 for him to just be like, "You know what, actually, fuck this. I don't want a bird who's barreling towards 50. I'm going to fuck off with some 21-year-old beautician from Brentwood High Street called Chloe. And you're just left on your own." And I'm like past my best childbearing years or whatever and can't do anything about it. So now I can just be like, "Well, you can fuck off and go because I've got my eggs, you little knobhead. Come back to your ma's box room." Well, that's what I've done.
It's an insurance policy.
It is. It's me security
Good
blanket.
for you. I like the tiers of this as well. You're like, okay, you're literally not putting all your eggs in one basket.
That is it. I am making sure I have all bases covered.
I'm here for that. That feels very empowered.
It is. I'm going to speak to the just the eggs. I'm going to be like, "You are strong, independent women. You don't need no fucking man.
You don't need sperm. You can do it yourself."
That's what I'm going to sit there. And then I'll say to the embryos, I'll say, "You're a good girl. You're mommy and daddy's girl. You're the best eggy." That's what I'll do.
Nice.
Because they need positive affirmation, but different.
Different ones.
Yeah. Every child is different, Ange.
Absolutely.
What have you been up to? I can only imagine it's less ridiculous.
Well, I've been packing for an impending holiday. Impending sounds so negative. No. 3-year-olds and 7-year-olds. An impending holiday.
Is the dynamics different now as a mother on holiday? Because
it's a shit show, babes. It's not a holiday. Like, I remember everyone being like, "Oh, it's not quite a holiday." I'm like, stop being so negative.
Yeah.
Like, they get up early.
Yeah.
You cannot escape to work. They're there all the time.
Yes.
And it's joyful, but you're also on high alert because they're jumping into the pool. Like, it's... The side of the pool is slippy. Like, there's a lot of danger in the world.
No, I get it. And you can't switch off. Like, when I think of a holiday, I think of like lying by a beach, reading me book,
Napping.
sleeping, eating nice things, a relaxed state of affairs. But I can imagine going on holiday with young children is the absolute polar
There's
opposite.
no napping.
No.
Which I really miss. Napping.
Babe. When was the last time you had a nap?
I can't remember.
But that's really sad.
But a sunny nap. And now, obviously, I'm a very particular flavour, so I can't be out in the sun during certain hours.
Yeah.
But my favourite moment on a holiday is when the sun goes down. Well, it's just like about to fall. There's still a lovely kind of breeze in the air. There's nice warmth, but everyone's gone off to get ready or to have a sleep.
It's like sundowners.
Oh, it's my favourite. I love to have a little lull off, and I know that I can fall asleep and I won't get burned.
And will your children relax a little bit then? Would they be tired from the day? Could you have a cuddle and a snooze with them?
A little cuddle. They're a bit too active for cuddles and snoozes. The only cuddles you get really are when they're asleep or when they're going to sleep, because they'll trick you into being beside them just to elongate bedtime.
Okay.
That's when you get the most
affection. Mavy's exactly the
love
same,
that.
you know. My
Yeah.
Laura's little girl, she's like 5 now. She's like a little redhead as well. She's so cute.
Sundowners for her too.
Yeah, I used to have the best like cuddles and moments with her, and it was so lovely. I've got all these videos of her singing this little song a couple of years ago, like Gwen, Gwen, Glass, and she still had this little bit of
The baby voice.
the baby voice. And then now I go and see her, and she's just, I'm like, can I get a cuddle? Can I get a picture? And no, she's just like so knows herself, and like part of me is so proud of her, like being independent and strong and adventurous and knowing her own mind. But I do miss that like baby thing.
I know.
It's fast. It's wild how quick they become so independent.
It goes quick. It goes.
What I think I'm trying to say is just enjoy it, Ange.
I'm going to enjoy it. And once you get by, like once you do the plane thing, actually, it's fine.
Planes are
It's long days. The days are long and the years are short or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what they say. I can't wait.
I hope you at least managed to get a little bit of a nap in the sun and a little cocktail.
No, sorry, I'm being such a dickhead. I'm going to drink all day and eat baguettes. We're all going to have a great time. And actually, do you know what? I sometimes, because you know I veer towards being like silly and cynical rather than sincere. I really cannot wait. I think when life is busy and school is there and nursery and all those kind of things, you forget that time as a little foursome. My mum and dad are coming over for a couple of weeks. So I actually really cannot wait for that very wholesome cycling, eating, ice cream, sea, all of the stuff. I love the smell of a holiday.
And just so you know, I think both of those thought processes are allowed to coexist. Like you're allowed to be super grateful and love your family and all the rest of it, and also mourn the loss of those quiet holidays, the naps and all the rest of it. I don't think you're on your own. I reckon that's probably really relatable.
Yeah. Enjoy the naps.
And also, I love how holidays will never be the same that you're a mother was the afterthought of me deciding whether or not I should be a mother. Thank you for really helping me make that decision.
I met a friend the other day who's pregnant and I was like, I don't mean to be this patronising bitch, because anyone who told me things when I was pregnant, I was like, you're not the first and the last to be pregnant. Nap.
Just nap.
Like have rest. I remember people saying about a princess pregnancy is like the only time you'll ever, like you're only pregnant the first time once.
Right. Okay.
And so once you've done it, it's like, you're grand. Off you go. So like have the naps, have people mind you.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not there. We're pretending you're pregnant now. It's going to be all over.
Yet.
So yeah, but anyway, make hay.
Make hay.
And enjoy.
I hope you have the best time.
I can't wait. I'll report all.
All right, Gaglas, you've been very busy sending in your messages. So, Ange, what do we have today?
Well, Katie from Shrewsbury emailed us. She says, girls, I absolutely love you. Thank you so much for the laughs and the tears. Please keep it coming. And she's put 5 stars.
Love her.
Thank you.
Her. She's got the message.
I'm trying the snake/worm pit filled of dating after 8 years of being single. So far, it has been an endless trudge of hello, what's your name and where are you from? Followed by a dick pic and are you horny? No. I mean, really, are men that stupid? Yes. What advice would you give to try and weed out the peens before I even message? First of all, what's a peen?
You don't know a peen?
No.
Oh, peens are penises. They're schlongs.
Oh, grand.
Yeah. Oh my God, honestly.
I like it.
The dating scene is just, I think it's the pits. Like I'm always so grateful I'm married to Erkan. He is a lovely man and I've hit the jackpot. But whenever I chat to my mates who are like on the apps and stuff like that, because there's always an element, whoever you are, don't care, however happy you are, you think the grass is greener.
Yeah.
And I chat to my mates, and when I hear the experiences that they're having out there in the dating wild, I'm just absolutely disgusted. It is the wild west out there.
But is that because it's online? So they send their peens to you?
Yeah.
Without any real, like, you wouldn't just sit in a bar and flash at someone and go, hey, do you want to have another drink there?
Yeah, I know. I mean, also,
it would have the opposite effect, you assume.
Flashing is so 80s. And then actually I got a message. I'm in a dog walkers group. Don't judge us, I don't care.
I kind of like that. Yeah. Is it code for dog?
No, it's not code for dogging. Okay. It's not. It's just where we all talk about the park, right?
Okay. Do you all go, hello, dear boys, I say we'll go for a walk?
Yes, everybody has a dog voice, because if you don't, you're a psychopath, Ange. But no, there was a flasher in the park.
What do you mean?
A flasher? There was a full-on flasher in my park. Aye, man.
What was he wearing?
Not a lot,
a
mate,
trench
because he was
coat.
getting his bits out.
Yeah, but like, what was he? I want to say, like, if you saw him approaching, would you know he's a pervert, or would you? Would he like come at you out of nowhere?
Well, he's wanking in the park, mate.
What?
So you'd know he was a pervert.
Sorry, you didn't say that. You said flashing. That's just like showing him, not using it.
Yeah, well, he's pulling the head off it and all, mate.
Stop
Aye.
it.
I'll going on in the park.
That is not a thing.
Babe, it's a thing. I thought like it all because
Sorry, hang on. So is he just doing it and you happen to come upon him, or is he waiting for you so he can start the event?
Well, he's in a real public place, so that's obviously how they get the sexual gratification, isn't it? The shock and the public side of it,
the like
performance,
voyeuristic kind of.
But yeah, he's. I honestly
Did you see him?
no. So it was me dog walker who saw it, and then she put it in the group, and we were all.
Did you take a
discussing it.
picture?
No, but I have seen a picture of him since.
Have you?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you want to circulate that now, in fairness.
absolutely.
You want to be wide birthing that fella.
Haven't seen his peen. I don't want to see his peen, but I've seen
Nobody
him.
does.
And I am so shocked people are still flashing. I thought it was a very 80s move.
But can you not get arrested for flashing?
Why? It's illegal.
Yeah, but it does feel also a bit weird. Like if what we're saying is flashing is just showing your bits.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that as an illegal act.
You should not like it.
Like naturism, that's not illegal, and that's the same. Flashing your bits without intent.
That's just because they like the breeze on their knackers. This is because you want to fucking scare women.
But who decides which one is which? Like if I was a nasty flasher, then could I not just say I'm a naturist? You can't arrest me. This is my like choice of how to be a human.
But they do the naturism in very specific places and scenarios. Like the wanker's just in fucking Waltham Abbey.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I think it's all about the context.
It's the context.
It's the context.
Okay, set and setting.
Yeah.
Fine.
Should we go back to the dating advice?
Yeah, God bless you.
Such a tangent on the wanker. Sorry about
I'm joking.
that.
I did meet a friend recently who has a dating coach. This blew my sweet mind. I did not know this was a thing. She's like, I want to meet somebody and I feel like I need to change my mindset, which to me immediately felt really empowered rather than, because I think sometimes what it can feel like is when you're looking and hoping to meet somebody, you're just, oh my God, hey, I'm knackered. Like I'm doing all the things. Now I have to muster up some sort of energy to like present myself in a way that makes me look fun and attractive and not too needy.
Yeah.
That's exhausting.
So exhausting.
But also it puts the onus on you to be like, trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
Or waiting to be chosen, I think is a kind of
Exhausting.
common thread.
Yeah.
So anyway, this dating coach helps you to figure out what it might be that's preventing you, or change your mindset to go, it's your choice to choose somebody, not the other way around.
Honestly, I feel like it is it's just hard these days to meet someone organically. And I know why these dating apps are so popular. Just to give Katie like a little bit of hope, right? My mum was married to my dad. She met him when she was 11, started going out when they were 14, engaged at 19, married at 24, May 29, my sister is 33. As far as everyone was concerned, they were the dream couple. And for a lot of years, they were really happy. And my dad's not a very well man. And they tried to make their relationship work for a really long time. And in the end, it just couldn't. And they ended up splitting from each other at late 50s. And they've both gone their separate ways and their journeys look really different and they're both happy. And I love them both loads. For me mum, she wanted to be loved. She wanted to have a partner by her side to explore the world and say all these things and really live this next chapter of her life to the fullest. And she met a fantastic man on one of the dating apps, right? And they were dead happy and everything was amazing and blah, blah, blah. And like, sadly, right, he passed away. It was fucking heartbreaking, mate. And my mum was really down and really lost and blah, blah, blah. And it took her a couple of years to put herself back together and grieve this wonderful man. And then she was resilient. She was inspiring. She wanted her life to look a certain way. She wanted a lovely partner. She knew she deserved a lovely partner. So she put herself back out there on the apps, this really organic, honest version of her. And she has found one of the great loves of her life on there. They are now engaged, getting married, moving to France, living our best baguette-filled life. And I just want to say, if my mum can do it later in life, when she's had everything that she's had thrown at her, so can you, Katie.
I love that.
We love Carol. But yeah, my mum did get some fucking dick pics. So
Yeah. She had a peens in the DM.
Yeah, peens in the DM, mate. She was like, Vicky, what do I do? I was like, fucking block him, Carol.
Block 'em.
Unless it's your thing. I don't judge. We listen, we don't judge. It was not Carol's thing.
No, I don't feel it's Carol's thing.
No.
Right, gagglers, we want you to get in touch. No peen pics, please. WhatsApp us at 07457 411037. You can also send us a voice memo if you're that way inclined.
Also, don't send her a dick pic because we'll just show it on this podcast and laugh at you.
Great.
I'll absolutely shame you. Did you hear Sabrina Carpenter is officially approved by God?
I mean, we've all been waiting for that moment, in fairness. And Tinder, speaking of dating, they've got a new feature and it could be a bad thing for short kings. Welcome back. It is time for What in the World is going on? Tell us some stories of your goings on.
That's the remix.
It's evolving. Still haven't got a jingle. Oh, a profesh jingle.
Someone write this gala jingle. I can't promise you a jingle, but we have had a lovely request from Chloe, one of our listeners. She says, "Hi girls, absolutely love the podcast. I'd love to hear your opinion on the new Sabrina Carpenter album cover. Oh, I love her and I think she understands her sexuality and is inspiring young women to be exactly what they should be. But do you think the pose is derogatory? Would love to hear you discuss. Much love from a feminist who champions women daily." I feel like that last line is like a threat. Like, I dare to say something bad about Sabrina Carpenter. But I'm fucking gonna.
Okay, go on.
First of all, I love her, right? I love her music. I love her vibe. I loved bringing Barry Keoghan into a music video. Do you know, I mean, I just love that she lives her life out loud and unapologetically. And I agree with Chloe. I think she's a shining light within the quite male-dominated space. And I think she shows that young women should be comfortable with their sexuality. We should live our lives out loud and do whatever it is that makes us happy. Mm-hmm. However, her new album cover is controversial to say the least. I think it is worth mentioning as well, she has since brought out another one to appease the fans. But the initial one, because the album's called like Man's Best Friend, isn't it?
Yeah.
It has her in quite a suggestive situation. She's like on her knees, the man is faceless and he's like pulling her hair, I believe. Yeah, there we go. I've seen it. And of course, the argument is it feminist satire or is it sexual degradation? And listen, I don't think I'm that much of a prude, but I don't think this is, I don't think it's what we should be going for, which it might be really close-minded. And I'm happy to be proven wrong. I'm happy to have conversations about it. But ultimately, like, I thought she was doing so great. You know, like saying you can do what you want, be what you want. This to me just feels like it's airing on, I think it was controversial for controversy's sake. Or you have a slightly different opinion?
I kind of do, because I originally, when I saw it, I was like,
go on, challenge us.
What a load of balls. I thought, no. But then the Irish prude in me was like, that might just be me, hang tight. Then I realised that the title of the album is Man's Best Friend. Mm-hmm. And so my take is that what she's trying to suggest is that men like a pet, right?
Oh, okay.
So she is on all fours like a pet who will obey.
Yeah.
And
so you do think it's feminist satire?
I do. I think it's on the nose. Like, but she's not going to dress up in a dog suit, like, to prove the point. You know
like
what I mean?
Furry.
Like, I think that I think she's retaining her sexuality while implying that men would like a pet.
Yeah, probably all men would actually
be controlled,
submissive.
And exactly that. So I think, yeah, look, it's tricky because so much of our audience are young women. Yeah. And unless you start to dig deep, it's hard to understand the nuance of this. Like, you're literally seeing this picture that looks like, you know, a 50 Shades moment.
Yeah.
So but people are talking about it. And I imagine that when it comes out, the lyrics may reveal more of because there's always a spot. Like, if you look at the lyrics, a lot of the time there's
our songs are spicy. There's a lot of innuendo.
But there's also an elbow. Like, she isn't playing the submissive. Like, she's not looking to fall in love with a cute man who will save her. Like, she's very much,
there's spice to
don't
her.
fuck with me.
Yeah. And I like that. I think, you know, whatever side of the discussion you are on, like, evidently it's divided people because she's brought out a new one. That is far more palatable. I will just say,
but the new one was also her two fingers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that the new one was her saying, sorry now, I sidestepped there. The new one was saying, here's one for all you dickheads to approve that has a handsome man, and me being the perfect trad wife. Like, I think it was, again, a trolling moment where she was doubling down on what she was saying and suggesting, you missed the point, but here's one that makes me pretty and acceptable by my album.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I like that.
The signed copies were the original one. She was like, there's no signed copies.
I mean, I like that the fella's face is in neither. I do think that's...
So the fella's face is in the approved one.
It's not.
Is it not?
No, the fella's face is in neither.
Can you not? But you can see a jawline and a profile.
Google it by all means, but no, I think I read somewhere that it was a deliberate decision to keep his face out. She's the focus, which quite rightly she should be.
Yeah, okay.
Regardless of where you stand on this argument, yes, it's important. She's a woman of great influence. She should be using that responsibly. Don't let it distract you from what actual feminism is and what we should actually be talking about. That's all I will say. There's a fucking woman in Georgia being used as a human incubator. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's not lose sight of what's really important. Album covers, they're all great, but be loud, deliberate and proud about the things that actually really matter. That's just me. Final say on it.
Tinder.
Never been on Tinder. You've been
Nor
on Tinder?
have I. I'm kind of raging, but I love when I can get somebody's phone and set up their little profile.
It's like a little game, isn't it? My pal came down here once. It wasn't Tinder, it was Hinge, but she's in the northeast. She's in Sunderland specifically. And she sends me some of the fellas and it's like a lineup. She's honestly fucking really like smacking her head against the wall over it. But she came down here and she set her radius to London.
Local.
Fucking hell, it's a different ball game, mate.
But I wonder, is that good or bad? I think sometimes choice as humans, we're not supposed to have that much choice. I think what it means is that we think everything is replaceable and we don't actually spend any time on what's in front of us.
Yeah, I think we're the instant gratification generation. And too much choice is definitely a bit dangerous. But fucking hell, mate, having some choice rather than a fella who's got like 7 different baby mamas and lives with his ma and wanks into a sock is probably ideal.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Better more choice than sock man.
Yeah, nobody needs sock man. No.
How do we feel though about choice where you can, as per Tinder's new feature, filter by lots of different things? The one that's caught most attention is the height preference feature.
Men get really fucking triggered by this, don't they? And you know, it's okay for them to say like, I want a thin bird. I want a bird with like big boobs. Like, oh, sorry, I'm no way would I date anyone over 30. But
I like blondes. I don't want that. Yeah, they can pick a. Yeah,
it's all right for them to like pick and choose and put their like Mr. Potato Head version of perfection together. But the minute a woman goes, actually, I prefer a man over 6 foot, all of a sudden we are superficial. We are this, we are that. You know what I mean? We're fucking ungrateful, expect too much, blah, blah, blah. I think like if you're going to allow women to do the height filter, you obviously would have to allow men to do the same or something similar. Yeah. I think there has to be an element of transparency and fairness. I think people will be cutting their nose off to spite their face though. I think it's a mistake. I think you get too hung up on the things that don't really matter, and that's what these apps sometimes do.
Well, because all the focus is on the external things,
exactly,
right?
Babe. Erkan, so, you know, my husband is a short king.
I know that you're like, husband.
My husband. It's like still such a novelty for us, mate. Like I say it all the time. But I love him. I'm dead lucky to have him. He's 5'8", 5'9".
But what defines a short king?
I think
what do we say is
anything beneath 5'10", I would probably suggest.
Okay.
And yeah, so if I'd been on Tinder and been looking for the love of my life and set like a 5'10", you know, no short kings filter on it, I would have missed out on the love of my life.
Yeah.
And the, you know, father of me dog babies, future father of me kids, potentially, if I decide that I don't like holidays anymore, you know, whatever it is. But I think you'll be missing a trick, and it's a real shame, like focusing too much, like you say, on the appearance of the external, and you might lose the love of your life. So I disagree with this for that reason. But I mean, I do think it's okay to have physical preferences, you know, as long as it's...
Well, I guess if you're in a bar, you will have things that you're into or not into. So if we're shifting the setting to online, then it kind of does stand to reason that you could filter out. However, in a bar, somebody could be just persistent or give you like a little eyeball flash.
You could sense a connection, or you could sense a chemistry, or they might have loads about them, a bit of the old riz. I don't
Exactly.
know. But over an app online on a static picture.
Well, you've already been them.
Exactly. They didn't even get in. This is it. You're missing it. So you're already like a dating pool, which, not to be depressing and like, you know, sort of demoralize anyone, but I do think like it's getting harder and harder to meet people and stuff like that. You're shortening your pool, your options. Like, I say keep an open mind, me.
So we were talking about Katie earlier on in her dating chat, and this dating coach said that actually men, what you have to as a woman remember is that men are terrified of rejection.
Oh yeah.
And so that all of the like outward kind of, you know, pushback is often absolute like blistering fear of rejection that's there since they were kids.
Yeah.
And she's like, now they hide that fear. So before, the expectation was, would you like a dance? Can I buy you a drink? Whatever. The onus was on the man to make the move, the first move. Now men can go, oh no. I'm not going to do that. She'll think I'm a perv. It's inappropriate. All of those kind of, you know, historic cues that would create a connection or start a chat, they don't have to engage in anymore. They can hide their fear of rejection behind a fear of being inappropriate. So, and I was like, okay, so like, what does that mean for our single queens? And she said, women have to be more like forthright now.
As if we didn't have enough fucking do.
know.
Jesus Christ.
I know. But she's like, you literally have to remind yourself that that's a scared little boy inside that big, beefy fucking head. And say, do you want a drink?
Because nothing gets me fucking blood flowing like thinking I'm talking to a little boy. Like, that's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
No. I'm speaking more about inner child,
Yeah,
you know? But
still.
it's like, but that maybe makes you stop being so afraid of the potential rejection. When you realize everyone internally is still a little kid who ultimately probably does want to sit on the couch and eat crisps holding somebody's hand, or like be on opposite sides of the room on different couches eating your own preferred crisps, whatever your flavor is. But like that, you know, we're not living in a world where women want one thing and men, and I'm obviously being very heteronormative here, but like that men absolutely want the opposite. I think humans want connection.
We do, ultimately. I just think this to me is a bit sad. And I think it's very superficial, and I think potentially you're going to miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime, because short kings deserve love as well.
They deserve potentially more love. It might make them grow.
Think of the rice. Think of the rice.
Think of the rice. They flourish under affirmations.
If you've spotted a story that you think we need to hear about, whether it's headlines, hot takes, or heated debates, get in touch.
And if you enjoyed us wanging on, tell your mates, tell your family, tell your fur babies, tell your short kings, tell your neighbours. Send it around.
Tell your rice.
Oh, tell your rice.
Who's a good rice?
WhatsApp groups.
Yeah, we want this podcast to be as much about you as it is about us too.
I just got a head shiver.
The WhatsApp is 07457 411 037. Just a note as well, you can voice note. We would love a voice note.
We love a voice
Come on,
note.
be a ballsy woman. Send her a voicey.
Come on, girl. We'll play it at 1.5 if it's long. That is all for today on Get a Grip.
We'll be back every Thursday, so please hit that follow button so you don't ever miss an ep.
And if you can give us a great review wherever you are listening, just remember,
It's 5 stars or fuck off.
Bye.